Sometimes, it's not the rules that break you, it's the people hiding behind them. This story begins with something simple, a small dream of vegetable garden. Her father wasn't asking for much, just a little space to grow tomatoes, peppers, maybe a few cucumbers. The HOA allowed gardens, but only under strict conditions. No larger than 8 by 8 feet, no plants taller than 4 feet, everything must look uniform. So he did everything right. He measured, he planned, he followed the rules. He poured in effort, time, and love, not just soil. Then family joined in. Buckets of compost, a tiller, smiles. It wasn't just gardening, it was connection. But sometimes peace has an enemy, and in this story, that enemy lived next door. A neighbor, the type everyone fears, watching from behind blinds, waiting for someone to slip, someone to fail, someone to report. She noticed something the family didn't. Not the joy, not the teamwork, not the harmless garden. She noticed 4 inches past the rule, and that 4 inches was enough to start a war. A phone call was made, not to talk, not to resolve, but to punish. That evening, 2 HOA board members showed up, not friendly, not kind, but armed with tape measures and authority. They measured the garden like crime scene investigators. 8 feet, 4 inches, 8 feet, 2 inches, just barely too big by accident from tilling. But instead of understanding, compassion, or warning, they delivered a verdict: $350 fine. Garden must be removed. Privilege revoked for the entire year. Privilege for planting food on land they own. They told the family to buy sod, cover the soil, erase the work, erase the hope, and if they didn't comply, weekly fines. Not because the garden was dangerous, not because it hurt anyone, but because it broke the silent golden rule. In some HOAs, control matters more than community. Power matters more than people. So here's the real question. How did we get to a place where growing food, a basic, human, harmless act, can be treated like a crime? Where neighbors report neighbors, not out of concern, but out of spite. Where the letter of the rule matters more than the spirit of living. Maybe it's time communities remember something. A neighborhood isn't defined by the perfection of lawns, but the people who live there. And sometimes, the ugliest thing in a beautiful neighborhood isn't the garden, it's the power that tries to destroy it.